Carolyn Bendel, and welcome to the WEBEC, is what y'all have been saying, conference, WEBEC South Conference, here in Memphis, Tennessee. We're at the Holiday Inn, directly across from the University of Memphis. And do you know why they have it here? Do you know the behind? No, it's here for the hospitality students, for them to directly work with a hotel. Is that totally awesome? I love that. There you go. Okay. But here we have Blanca Robinson from New Orleans, Louisiana, and she is the president of WEBEC South. And Memphis is where you hold the conference because you said this is one of your areas. How large is the South area?
Well, the WEBEC South is headquartered in Louisiana, in New Orleans. However, we service the entire states of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and the Florida Panhandle. Throughout all of our 4 states plus the Panhandle, we have nearly 700 women business enterprises, WBEs.
That's amazing.
That are certified. They run the whole gamut as far as the types of businesses and industries that they're in, from architectural, legal, engineering, promotional products, oil and gas services, you name it, we've got someone that can deliver a particular service or commodity. The reason that we started holding this conference in Tennessee a few years ago is that Tennessee is our fastest growing state, and so we wanted to be able to provide a venue for our women business owners to be able to network with each other, to learn, to meet and connect with corporate members as well as with each other.
Okay, wonderful. Well, that is what Business Over Coffee is all about, too, bringing everyone together through connections, collaboration, exposure, and business. And I have heard y'all say collaboration a lot today, quite a bit. But real quick, explain what WBEC actually, what does it mean?
Surely. WBEC South, WEBEC South, stands for the Women's Business Enterprise Council South.
Okay.
We are a regional partner organization of the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, or WEBANC. And what we do is we are a certifying entity. We certify businesses.
That was my next question.
Yes, we certify businesses that are at least 51% woman-owned, managed, operated, and controlled. And this is to help them connect with corporations and with other businesses and government agencies who are looking specifically for women-owned businesses for contracting opportunities. So we help provide that connection. We offer matchmakers, we offer networking events, educational, whatever it is that we can do to help facilitate those connections.
Now, what entails in the certification process? Is it a course? Is it all in one place, online?
Okay, the way that someone gets certified, and the only way that they become a member of WEBEC South is through certification.
Okay.
The certification itself is an application process that they fill out online. You can get it at webank.org. And along with the application, then you submit a lot of supporting documentation. What we are looking for is to ensure that the women meet the criteria for certification. First, that they are at least 51%.
Okay.
That they are not just the owner on paper, that they are actually
The
managing
owner.
and controlling the business as well. We don't want the someone who is the receptionist or all they do is process invoices and they happen to have the title of president and CEO. We want to make sure that she's the one who is truly in control, the major decision maker.
Okay.
And so
that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And we don't certify on the basis of financial viability, because to us, from a certification standpoint, it doesn't matter if you make $5,000 a year or $500 million a year. What we want to know is, do you meet the criteria for certification? Because
Okay.
when they approach a corporation, the corporation itself is going to do their own due diligence to make sure that they have the scale and capability, the capacity to fulfill a given contract.
True. Okay. And those are the only, I'm sure there's other criteria that you look at.
Well, with the supporting documentation, we're looking at her governance documents. If she's the president, they give the president all the powers? That what does her resume entail?
So basically, you are just certifying it is definitely a women-owned,
managed,
operated business.
Absolutely. Yes.
Gotcha. So someone who both partners are women
And that's fine.
then
as
it's
long as,
definitely
yes.
going to probably go through.
Well, on the surface,
It looks like it could.
and we'll know once we actually get into reviewing all the documents, and then we do a site visit as well at the place of business, and the site visit just serves to collaborate everything that is, or corroborate rather,
So-
everything that's written on paper.
Home-based businesses would not
Oh no,
work.
that's fine, because
Okay.
a lot of businesses may start off as home-based businesses, or figure someone who is.
I know several who have,
Someone
yeah.
who's a business consultant.
Is it
Does that-
Amazon that started in the garage?
I
think it was Amazon.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and all businesses start off as small.
Yes,
so
they
if you
do.
think of Amazon, FedEx, all of them. Everything
Yes.
started off as a small business. Nobody was born a $10 million company.
My cousin actually was the secretary to the 5 vice presidents of FedEx,
Wow.
and they were in a portable metal building.
Yeah.
There you go.
And look at them now.
And look at them now. So, now, what type of woman seeks for this certification? Our,
Well,
our keynote even
yeah.
said she didn't at
Well,
first.
and a lot of times it is being driven by a corporation, or they approach, say,
Okay.
I want to start a business and I'm very interested in doing business with UPS,
Uh-huh.
UPS or Walmart or Johnson and Johnson, any large corporation, and I go to them and say, I'm Blanca Robinson. I'm the owner of XYZ company. This is what we do. This is how I can help you, etc. And one of the things they're going to ask me is, are you certified? And so a lot of times it's at the request of a corporation. Now, if you're not certified, that doesn't mean that they're not going to do business with you. However,
it
you're not
lets
coming in
them
through the diversity door.
know.
So the certification helps to level the playing field.
It's very important.
Absolutely, and one thing to keep in mind is that the certification is a great marketing tool, but in and of itself, that's all it is. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get a contract, because you still need to make sure
Yeah.
that,
Oh,
that you
definitely.
can provide, that you can deliver on time, on budget, etc. But it's a wonderful marketing tool.
It's basically, it gives you that I am a women-owned business, and here's my proof that I am.
Yes, and all of the corporations that accept the certification know that it is a very stringent process, so that when someone comes forth with their certificate, they know that it's a bona fide woman-owned business. They know they've been through the ringer, so to speak, because of all of the criteria and everything that needs to be submitted
Now,
as a result.
Do you have other meetings throughout the year?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We hold events throughout our entire territory and throughout the year. This one just happens to be a larger half-day conference, but we got smaller. We may meet after hours for some networking. It's something that we sometimes refer to as cocktails and conversation, and it's just strictly for networking. We may have a workshop that covers various educational topics, depending on what the women want to see, or it may just be a luncheon with a panel discussion, or a luncheon that features a speaker that will come on for maybe 25 minutes and just talk a little bit about,
Whatever subject,
various
very-
and sundry
yeah.
topics that would be of interest
Now,
to the
do you
women.
just oversee all of these, or do you actually get to attend them?
I try to attend as many of the events as possible, because it gives me an opportunity to get to meet all of these women. And I've got to tell you, I am in awe, truly in awe, of any woman that can build a successful business from just a dream, a vision. She sees a need for something. Either that, or she's been working. Actually, case in point, there have been several women that I know that used to work for a particular company, and they did not necessarily like the direction where the company was headed. Or they
Okay.
thought, I can do this, and I can do it better. And so they go off on their own, and they have, and they're very passionate about what they do. But you have to be passionate about what you do.
Exactly.
I mentioned earlier today, I read somewhere something or other to the effect that find a job that you love to do, and you will
You'll
never
never
have
work.
to work another day in your life.
I
that's very
totally,
true.
I can attest to that. Absolutely. I make people feel good all the time. Well, let's give everyone out there your contact information, how to find out more about this? Perhaps they're watching and they're not in the South, in the region you just described. Is there a one big site they can go to? Everything.
Absolutely.
Give it to them.
First of all, you can get information on WeBack South at wbecsouth.org.
Okay.
Or find out information from our national council, and that's at wbenc.org. And you read about certification, the benefits, everything that it can do for you. And of course, you can also just call our office, 504-830-0149.
There you go. Okay. Blanca Robinson, thank you so much, President of WBEC South.
My pleasure.
And I tell you, I want a job where I go, honey, I got to go to Florida this weekend. See ya.
Travel is wonderful. It's not all it's cracked up to be,
But it is wonderful.
I love what I do.
Well, thank you. This is Business Over Coffee International, where we're bringing everyone together with connections, collaboration, exposure, and business partnering
very
with
much.
WeBeck. Thank you.